What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I have met many black men over the last 8 to 9 years, especially on my YouTube journey. Many of you guys I've met in person. Some of you I've met you on every continent, North America, Africa, Europe. And I've met black men from all different walks of life with different philosophies and different thought processes. And I've learned a lot from you. I'm not saying that I have the answers because I don't. I believe the answers are with all of us. And trial and error is how we get to the end of the road. And I can still be very wrong about what I've been saying or maybe what I'm saying about today, although I don't think I am. It's possible. I think it's not in this case. But what I've noticed is for the black men that I've talked to who are in interracial relationships, in particular, those relationships with white women, I've noticed that those black men are more likely to be involved in self-deprecating humor towards themselves at the expense of themselves to please white people. Self-deprecating humor. And when I see that, I cringe a little. They'll put themselves down in a community of whites, and whites will generally laugh at that while this black person is trying to be accepted. But that particular person, and that's even black women too, they don't understand that they don't have any respect. Now, I want to play a particular clip before I get to Shemar Moore. Here we have a black woman who's dating a white man. And I'm not saying that everybody does this that are in interracial relationships. I'm saying this is more likely to happen. Watch how this lady is going to use this self-deprecating humor to belittle her own self in her community to appease or please her white boyfriend. Check this out.
So we are out in the middle of the desert. We're driving along, and I see a car that's broken down, and there's a black man. Now, there is not a whole lot of black people here in Idaho, right?
Not a lot.
So I'm thinking nobody else is probably going to stop to help this man. So I'm just like, you know what? We should stop. We should stop and help this man.
No, we shouldn't.
I'm like, what? And she's like,
No,
I'm just like, no one else is going to stop.
not my problem.
And I'm like, come on, we got to help this guy out.
No, we don't.
See,
No. We do not.
So see, I just gotta say, like right now, like she said, we already had too many black people in the car.
Is already in this little vicinity. It's too many
She said,
ninjas.
that was for anyone that she has a speech impediment. That was
I a little slow.
Anyway, she wouldn't let me stop. She wouldn't let me help the guy.
No. You know how much hotter it would be in this vehicle if we put that black man in here?
And then I just know her because I know she's gonna be like, well, what do we get robbed?
And if we did, I'd blame it all on him because you was the one.
We'd be sitting there and I'd just be looking over like, okay, that was my bad.
Yep, your fault.
I don't know what I just can't deal with these racists. These racists over here.
Racist people out
Racist.
here. Tell me about it. It's rude. Just disrespectful.
Now, what she doesn't know, we're driving back the same way. If he's still there, I'm stopping.
He can try.
I'm stopping.
I'm going to push the gas pedal.
That is more likely to be seen in interracial relationships, in my honest opinion. And Shemar Moore did just that. He went to a particular comedy show. There was a white comedian that was there. I want you to see, now this is Shemar Moore drunk, okay? He gets up on stage at this comedy event. I would assume at this particular comedy event, it was a lot of whites there. Look at what he tells this white comedian to do to him. Let's play that clip.
All right, hey, one handsome at a time, dog. Did you have some fun?
I ain't got jokes like this. I'm Shemar Moore. I told him when I got here. I've been watching him on YouTube. And I'm meeting him for the first time tonight. I'm seeing him live in person, like a lot of us, I'm sure, for the first time. But I've been watching him, and me and my girl, my baby mama. And my girl comes to me and she's like, Shemar, you're the sexiest girl, you're the father of my daughter, but I want to that right. Check this out. We gonna go meet the but you ain't. But the reason I'm here is because I like win. I like to win. And this young white boy who wants to say back because all his friends are black. But he can't say it because he'll get canceled. But when he comes to my house, I'm gonna say, get it out of your system. The reason I'm here is because I've never met this man. I just watched him on YouTube, and I was like, yo, this is funny, and he's pretty. And no, but like, pretty people ain't supposed to be funny. Kevin Hart is not pretty. He's short and he's funny. Chris Tucker, damn, okay? Dave Chappelle is rich. He's not pretty.
True.
I'm pretty, goddammit. I was, when I'm a little older, and I'm got a broken foot, got pink shoes on. He's pretty, but he's honest, he's real, and he's funny.
The comedian he's talking about is Matt Ride. Now, Shemar Moore is already in a relationship with a woman. I forgot her name. It's not important, but she had his first child. The lady's white, 39 years old, had 2 kids before him. So here he is with a white single mom. I understand that Shemar Moore is half black, okay? But he gets up there drunk in a tirade, and he's telling the guy, not only does my lady want to screw you, I want you to come to my house and call me jigga, 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 jigga. I never see this behavior from black men who deal exclusively with black women. I understand there's some black men who deal with interracial dating and still have respect, but I typically see this more common. And so you hear the white people in the background laughing because ain't nobody black going to go see Matt Ride. And then when I look at the Negroes that are challenging some of the things that I'm talking about, you brothers out there, like, think about these white people there. How can they have any respect for somebody like him? Number one, here you are, Mr. Shemar Moore, dealing in a situation where most elite white men would turn that down. And to be fair, a lot of black men too. Okay? They would turn that down. You had a baby with a lady who already had 2 kids, and I believe 2 of them are white. Jesiree Dizon. 2 kids, so you got a single mom. Then you gave her a baby. Then you go up there and disrespect not only your community, which is the black community because you're part black, and he was a sex symbol of black women for so long. You disrespect yourself. But what came out drunk spoke a sober mind. This is how a lot of brothers don't feel no problem with this. And a lot of these brothers out here that participate in this foolishness are the ones that are going to say, oh, shit, you're depolicing. Why don't you let him do what he going to do? You're depolicing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Then when black women come out and hit you with the facts, when they come and talk about what you don't have, how you're not excelling, then you're going to go ahead and switch the argument and talk about Cynthia G. This is what I'm talking about. No self-respecting black man who loves himself or who loves his community would ever do anything like that. But once you do it, other groups say, wow, That's funny because I can't say it. He even said, you can't say it. The guy is a comedian. Why you got to get your ass up there and be a comedian? Because you don't mind being under folks. That's how a black man thinks who doesn't operate from the perspective of having power. He can be the court jester for every other group. He don't have no pride in himself. He wants to run from himself. A lot of black men just want to that really deal. Not a lot, I will say, but some. They want the cool black guy image, but they don't like being black. They only use it to get white women. And then everything following that is self-deprecating humor. Deprecating humor. You have to put black people down, even though if you want to be drunk, get up there and say, hey, look, it was a good show. Thank you so much. No, you have to make it a racial thing. And the comedian would have never went up there and said that. But you did. So how does that comedian even take you serious? You don't even play like that. But this is the buffoonery that a lot of these brothers are dealing with. And then you wonder why you don't get no respect. And I see this more from black men who engage in interracial relationships. I'm not saying that all of them do it or most. I'm just saying I see it more. Self-deprecating humor comes from these guys the most. It's a red flag for me. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all of you subscribing to the bell. We're out.